Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Quarantine Concert Series. I'm your host, Kabir Segal, and it is great to be back. Those are the incredible artists we have lined up. A little sneak preview. There they are, beautiful as ever. I'm your host. Remember me? We're binge hosting shows. Show number 80 something. I think 83 or 4. I'm losing track. I'm sorry. But we've been at it consecutively. We're like on a military march day after day after day after day. And it's a it's intense, and I want to thank my parents obviously for their support. They know dinner has to be finished at a certain time, and there's kind of a rigor to this. Also, Sandra and Camila for joining me every day in this enterprise. It takes a lot of work and effort. We're not trying to toot our own horns, but the end is in sight here, and I just want to say thank you to them for their incredible partnership and everyone involved in making the show happen. We're going to go to 100 shows, and we're going to probably finish the show and retire the show in early June. And then what are we going to do? People are writing me emails. Don't end the show and everything, but it's been intense. And but we love the live music. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go fishing. We're going to go fishing. We had a big consultation about this. How do we want to celebrate? So Sandra and Camila and I have rented a boat. Let's show you the boat. This is the boat that we rented. We like the color yellow, banana yellow. There it is. And that's me fishing in the rear of the boat, the caboose of the boat, if you will. And that is the lovely Camilo telling me how to fish, telling me, nope, a little harder, a little softer, a little harder, a little softer, because that's, he's usually telling me my signal's too loud or too soft. So telling me how to, and of course, Sandra, they're telling, where did it go? We want to see there's Sandra with Oreo. She's driving the boat because she's always in charge, telling us kind of what direction we need to go. And there is Maui. That's the direction we're going. The two dogs. And we have a special treat today. You're going to see in a second. So that's what our plans are. We're going to go fishing. But first, by now you know everyone is kind of enduring this international pandemic. And the recipe has been to physically distance, but some places like Atlanta are kind of slowly reopening. And some of us are still hunkering in place and trying to make sure it's safe to go out. But one thing is for sure that concerts and gigs have kind of gone away, and it's difficult for people in the creative community, not just the artists. Of course, we love the artists, but the engineers and producers and managers and bookers and even the entertainment industry, multi-billion-dollar loss coming to the sector. And it's really a shame because these are the people that make, I think, life in a way worth living, right? These are the people that fill our worlds with music and creativity and their virtuosity. And so, and while I'm saying that, we're trying to show you all these cool new angles we have. I'm gonna explain what we're doing in a second. And so we're doing something different here tonight, something very unusual. So that's what we're doing with the Quarantine Concert Series. I wrote this op-ed. It's called "Become a Patron of the Arts to Help the U.S. Economy Get Back in Tune." So if you're looking for very tangible ways you can support artists, I have written it in this op-ed, and I talk about how you can buy music directly, how you can buy merchandise directly, how you can stream the music. I know there's not a lot of money in streaming, but every bit helps. You can also reach out for private lessons or private events, private concerts. You can also donate directly or become a patron. There's this website called Patreon. You find an artist that you like, chip in a few dollars to them every month to help them get through this situation. If you love the arts, become a patron. There's always been a link between patrons and artists. Go back to the Medici's and Michelangelo, Da Vinci. They all had patrons who helped them flourish, create, and you provide them resources. They provide you the gift of music or art. So there's that symbiotic relationship between patronage and artists. All right, moving on. One thing I want to thank the folks at All About Jazz who simulcast these concerts. If you're an artist, go make an artist page. If you're a patron, if you have the means, please go donate to them if you can. Great journalism happening at All About Jazz. Moving on, I want to just tell you about what do we talk about next? Show me the next slide if you can. The film series, yes. This morning I do these conversations with filmmakers because all the film festivals have been canceled as well, so it's difficult to get the sales agent and build the buzz. There's not that many deals happening, to my knowledge, in the film space. Um, and because the decision makers they're working from home too. And so we do these conversations with filmmakers. Today I had a conversation with Sami Khan, an Academy Award nominated director. And he has a new movie out it's called The Last Out, about baseball players who leave Cuba and try to get to play in the major leagues in the US. So these are the films that will be on your Netflix and Hulu and HBOs in the coming months and years ahead. So these are short 25-minute conversations where we talk about some interesting, and we're getting great viewership. Today we had like over 50,000 views already. So thanks for all the interest. And who would have thought film, So thanks for checking out those conversations. We do have a word of the day, as always. There will be a pop quiz. If you can tell me what the word of the day is in the comment field, you will get a prize. What is the prize? The prize is a puppy giving you a trophy. There it is. You want that puppy trophy right there. And we do have a 5-time defending champion in Claudia Miranda. Daisy has been bringing it. So I'm going to put something up, and I say, well, tell me what the word of the day is. Tell me what the word of the day is, and you got to write it in your comment field. Okay, the artist today, her name begins with a B, so this word is inspired by her. Here's the word, battuta. Battuta. It's kind of a cute word, battuta. And it's an Italian word. It means a beat, a measure, or bar. Battuta. All right, that is the word of the day. There will be some battutas today because they'll be playing over some measures, that's for sure. So moving forward, where can you find us? Oh yeah, quote of the day. I came across this quote and I thought it was so nice. Pablo Picasso, every child is an artist. The problem is how we remain an artist once we grow up. I messed up that quote, but it's once we grow up. Once we become adults, how do we retain that creative spark? And hopefully this show and the incredible artists you meet on this show are helping you think about how to channel more creativity. Okay, moving forward, you can find us everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch. We're everywhere. Subscribe so you get notified and you become aware of where we're coming to you from. So all over social media. And if you want to be a guest on the show, we're basically booked. We have I think 15 shows or so left. We're basically booked up. So if you really want to be on the show, it's going to be a challenge. Maybe we should get rid of that slide. My fault. But all right. Now for the best part, we get to meet the incredible artists. Oh, let me explain what's happening today. So today, you can see all the kind of the transitions are a little bit different, and things are popping up randomly. The reason why is because this is the first time we're doing this. You know how much I brag about Sandra and Camilo and their incredible studio? Well, we're going to be coming to you live from their wonderful studio, Soundworks Recording, .com. And the artists are there, and this is now a good example of what Sandra and Camilo can do in their studio. They can actually host artists, and it's incredible what they're doing. So for the first time, we're not going remote to where the artist is in their homes or bedrooms or kitchens or closets or cupboards. We're going live into the studio. So hopefully the sound will. Now we're really going to see Camilo, how the sound is. Now you can really evaluate Camilo's sound. Here we go. He's sweating. No, he's not sweating. He's very cool under the collar. So today we have two incredible artists. I want to welcome to the show. She is an acclaimed band leader, tenor saxophonist, just incredible musical mind. She put out she's working on a new album, and it's been nice corresponding with her and getting to know her and listening to her music, because I think she's really, again, making music at really the highest of levels. And I'm really excited. Many of you know who she is already, but if you're meeting her for the first time, you're going to be just blown away with her artistry. Really a maestra of the highest order. She's going to be performing with Maxime. I want to introduce them both: an incredible bass player, an accompanist who knows his way around both instruments, the upright and the electric. So welcome to the show, the incredible Berta Moreno and Maxime Parapelika. Welcome. Thanks for being a part of the show. Tell me first, how has the quarantine affected you, Berta? What were you going to be doing that you can't be doing right now?
Well, quarantine has been kind of funky. I had go through a lot of stages. First, I was super happy because I was really, really busy and really tired. So it was like finally I got some free time to relax and to do some music that I had to keep up with. But then after a while, I started missing playing live a lot. Then I got a little bit sad, and then I went up again to do some more creative stuff. So I think I've been going in waves, like everyone. I've been speaking with several artists, and it's been up and downs. But in general, I took advantage of the time to keep on doing music.
How do you structure your days? What is one day like in your life? Do you wake up at a certain time? Is there a routine? Do you put sugar in your coffee? What's the routine?
No, I don't put sugar in the coffee, but I do drink coffee. So normally I wake up early. I don't have like a specific time, and I go really with the flow because sometimes I was kind of forcing myself to write an agenda with schedules, and it didn't really work for me. So I'm more like going with the flow. So I have like a general idea which goals I want to achieve, but I change things around. So I breakfast, I maybe try to compose a little bit. I'm now in the quarantine learning to play the flute. That is being awesome, and I'm super happy with that. And then I do some practicing, some listening, and I basically go with the flow a lot of times. Yeah.
I like that, going with the flow.
Yeah.
I know where you both are right now. You guys are both in Queens. I'm in Atlanta. For everyone watching at home, tell us where you're watching from. Drop a comment. I want to share with Maxime and Berta all the wonderful places that their music is being felt around the world, so we can share with them and make them feel happy. It's nice to see you between the ferns, between those two green ferns. I know that's Sandra's doing, but very feng shui. Very nice in there, huh?
Really cool. Yeah. It feels really home. I don't know.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yeah.
Good. Well, I want to I want to learn more about you and talk about your musical projects, both of you, and we're going to do that. But first, why don't we share people your incredible music? What would you like to begin your concert with?
Well, we are going to start with a song called Karibu. Karibu means welcome in Swahili, and it's going to be one of the songs for my next album, which is inspired in a trip I did to the slums in Africa, in Kenya, in 2016, and I spent some time there with kids in the slum, and it was life-changing. So all of this album is inspired by that experience. So
beautiful, vamos.
Karibu.
Okay.
Yep.
That was awesome. That was
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
I like
That sounds so good. That was like
the
night
crowd.
and day. Whew, I need to turn the fan on in here because it is getting hot. I tell you what, those two between the ferns can play. You know, sounds so good. I mean,
Thank you
I don't
so
even want to
much.
ask you anything because I want you to just keep playing, and I'm sure the audience is like, "Stop talking." No, I got it. That was brilliant. I like the looping and everything. Talk to me about your setup there. What are all the devices you have around you?
Basically, we just have this loop machine, the
Mm-hmm.
loop station, which is actually for loops, but I figured it out I can pre-record some tracks. And I mean, the album is done with percussion, drums, and a singer, and drums and piano. And now with the quarantine time, we were trying to figure it out how to play that make the sound a bit more full, being a duo. And then I was just trying to record myself singing, and he was playing some chords with the bass as an accompaniment. And we just pre-record that ourselves, so it's basically ourselves but in the loop. And then we play on top. And that's what we have.
Gotcha. Some questions coming in. Maxime, they want to know what kind of bass are you playing?
Oh, that's a Fender Jazz Bass, the Pro version. It's like a recent one. It's not
Yep.
the old one. It's new one. That's the American version of it. I think one of the best basses there are actually on the market. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Some more questions coming in. Now, you're from Maxime. You're from Latvia, right?
Yeah.
And Berta's from Spain. Where did you both meet?
Oh, yeah, you want to say that?
Okay. We both studied in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and we met there. So we did jazz studies, both of us,
Yeah.
and we met there, and we
He was always practicing in the 7th floor, and me too.
yeah.
So we met each other in
That was back in 2010, right?
2010, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a question we always get. I'm just going to ask you. Do you have any advice for people that are together and playing together, how to balance relationships and career? Any advice for someone who's entering that right now?
I guess, it really depends on having a healthy relationship by itself. So if it's there, then whatever you share with your partner, either if it's music or whatever other thing, it just flows. And he's my best friend, so it's really fun to play with him, and he knows me the best, and we have been playing together for many years, so it's like he can read my mind, and it's very easy. So I think the best advice for me is just forget about the egos whenever you play with your partner and with whoever, in fact. But just go for the music.
I think like the funny part there is that when we first met, apart from liking each other personally, we liked each other's playing.
Musically, yeah, that was
Yeah,
one
so
of
there was like so both things came together at the same time. So actually, we don't know. I mean, we do have some arguments, but we don't know if, like, for us, it's pretty natural to be like that.
Yeah, we're all human, but your playing doesn't sound human at all. You guys both sound amazing, superhuman performers. If you're watching at home and you have a question for Berta and Maxime, drop a comment. I'll try to get them to respond to the hard-hitting questions on the Quarantine Concert Series. What would you like to play next?
Well, we can continue with a song called Hope. That was going to be the title of the album initially, but then Lionel Lueke put out an album called Hope, and then Chris Potter, I think, something like Hope too. So I was like, come on, no one is going to believe I didn't copy them. So I translated into Swahili, which actually I'm very happy because it fits the album and the idea better. And it's called Tumaini, which means hope in Swahili. But this song is going to be Hope, and it's one of my favorites. I actually composed it that way, that it goes from sad to really light, because it's what I experienced when I was there in the slum. That contrast between all the ugliness and the poverty that I could experience in the slum, like not having clean water, not having food for the kids, all the illnesses there. But then how could I find like the human light there, the love for each other, like the happiness they have, and the approach to life. So I wanted to compose this song going from the dark to the light I found in Kawangare in the slum. So this is the song. Let's see.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I like this music.
Thank you.
Me encanta. Me encanta. In the words of the great jazz singer, an artist, and philosopher Sarah Partridge, I love this tune. Great bass line and vocal harmony. Always been a fan of Berta.
Oh,
Clap.
thank you, Sarah.
And I'm going to translate these right now. Maxime is in the house. You know what to do. If you put the emoji on the screen, I will translate it in real life. So we have clap, 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 heart. All right.
So nice.
Banerjee, clap, 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 namaste, namaste, namaste. All right. And then just what we need, light from the ferns,
Oh, yeah.
heart.
Um,
And
The
now we
next
have,
position, yeah.
yeah, Claudia Miranda is saying the sound is impeccable as well. That's kudos to the sound team and your beautiful
Yay.
playing. Is that a star? There's my star. We also have the other one. Clap, 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 heart, heart, clap, clap, heart, 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 clap, clap, heart, 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 to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, heart, heart, heart.
Thank you, guys. I was missing some love.
Show them some love. Show them some love, everyone. Keep on dropping some love for them, and they will keep playing. I know you were talking about your forthcoming album. Let's finish the conversation on that, and then I want to talk about your previous record.
Okay.
So what is the current state of your current the project you're working on? What's the name of it? When do you hope to release it?
Okay, so the name is Tumaini, once more, and we are hoping to release it before 2020 finishes. So we went to the studio in December with an amazing team of musicians. We got Lana Sincave, a singer from Spain. She's actually from Guinea-Bissau, from Africa, but she lives in Spain. We got Manuel Valera on piano and keyboards. We got Rafael Panier on drums. We got Franco Pina on percussion, and then Maxime on the bass, me on the sax. And we went to the studio in December, and it was an amazing 2-day session, and we were super happy. We started editing the album, and we were about to start mixing and mastering, and then the virus came around. So we are like a little bit hanging up there, and we hope to keep on working soon on it and finishing. But we don't have like a specific date yet. So,
Right.
Yeah.
We're certainly looking forward to it, and it's a really. This is a little teaser, everyone, of what you can expect on their album. I want everyone to go to Berta's website. It's bertamoreno.com. And also they're wonderful. Also check them out on Spotify. Subscribe to her on Spotify and all the streaming services so you can get notified. There it is, bertamoreno.com. The link in the crawl right down there. Let me see if I can track it. It's a lead. Here, let me see if I can do it.
It's there.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Track it. Everyone, go there right now. Bookmark it. Use your bookmark functions, and so you can get notified. It's actually a really nice website. I got to tell you. Let me just compliment you on your website. I see a lot of artist websites. It's really good. The information's there. The photos are there. The music's there. It's all like well thought out. So small things matter.
Yay.
So tell me about the last record, Little Steps. Let's put that up on the screen.
Okay, so that was recorded on 2017 here in New York also. And it was my first album ever as a leader, so it was like my little baby. I'm so proud of it. And Maxime was also there. He was a producer and bass player. And in that album, we got also Manuel Valera, who we love, obviously.
Love
He's
Manuel.
an amazing musician and an amazing friend. We got Steve Wilson on the alto and soprano. We got Troy Roberts on soprano and tenor, and David Hardy on the drums. And it was 3 saxophones there because I just love saxophone so much. And the truth is, I couldn't choose if I wanna call Troy or I wanna call Steve. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna call both of them. So I rearranged voices and we did the album together.
It's a beautiful record. Where was this photo taken on the cover?
That was in the, how is it called?
East River Park.
East
I
River
think.
Park in Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was really, really cold, so I was dying there.
You're warming us up tonight. All right, so let's put the song list up. Let's put the song list up there. Walk us through the record here. Are you playing anything tonight? I think all of your stuff you're playing tonight is from your new record.
We have one song from this album, so we can play next. We are gonna play Option A from this album,
You don't
which is the
see
last
it on
one,
the
I think.
screen yet.
There's only so much that can fit actually on these
I know.
Spotify screen grabs. Okay, so Option A is on this record.
Yeah.
And tell us, what is Option A about?
Well, Option A is a song about when you choose something, just don't doubt about it. The Option A is always the best. So that was the spirit behind the song.
Confidence and conviction. Well, we love
Yay.
to hear Option A.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of blues.
We love you. Yeah.
Thank you.
You have a big following in Atlanta.
Yeah, I see it.
Hey guys, Atlanta.
So that was amazing, and all the reactions are coming in now. We do something on the show now. We like to present the artist with trophies, as you probably know, and we ask the audience what trophy we should present you. And obviously, there's different levels, and you guys have, happy to say, you guys have are going to receive the highest honor. So usually we hand out one trophy. So we want to at least begin tonight with presenting you something you can put on your website, on your incredible website. You can list this.
Yay.
You are now the recipient of the Penguin Trophy. There we go.
Yeah. I love penguins. Oh, so cute.
So there you go, the Penguin Trophy, everyone.
Yeah. You made me so happy just now.
Cute.
Cute.
Dave, I asked David to give her the penguin. Claudia said give her the penguin. Give them both the penguin. Shambu, brilliant. Maxime, Ban Banerjee. Penguin for both of you.
Yeah.
So,
Cool penguin.
in addition, because thanks to Ban was saying, you know what? Why do we have to choose? They're amazing. He said, why don't we give them both trophies, hands down? Yeah. So not only are you going to leave the Ferns with the Penguin Trophy, you are now the current award winners, the current holders of the
What is this?
Horse Trophy. Give them the Horse Trophy.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Woo. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You heard it here first. Maxime and Berta are the holders of the Penguin and Horse Trophy. What it means, we don't know. We just love their music, and we love. No, what it means is that you're connecting with the audience, and they love hearing you play. Look at all the
Thank
love.
you so much.
Jeff's got some hearts, upside down smile. Yeah, there it is. There's
love
your hardware right there.
Yay.
That's really
So
wonderful.
cool. Yeah.
We have some. Get those animals off the screen. No, we have some. We have some questions coming in. A tough
Uy.
one, actually. We have like a barbed wire. Claudia, 5 years. Where do you imagine yourself artistically? Let me hunt for this. Oh, where do you see yourself? Where do they see themselves, or would like to be in the next 5 years? Where do they visualize themselves to be artistically?
Well, I wanna go big, so I'm wishing for my Grammy, and I'm wishing for what I'm wishing really is like I want to increase my audience, and I love audience. It's like one of the basic reasons why I play. It's because I go to the stage, I stand up, I look in front, and it's just like that's huge energy coming to me. That is like kind of a feedback, and they make my day. So I'm kind of really hungry for that, and I want to increase audience. I want to play in bigger places, and that's what we are trying to do: reach as many people as possible and share with many people as possible. So,
I'll speak for bass players. But
Okay.
For us, we're always kind of behind the band, and I think that's why we are there, because we love that place. We love to be quarterbacks. So artistically, for a bass player, it's always to play with the best people and play as many gigs as possible. That's always the number one. And then all the solo careers, it's for everybody individually, but as bass players, we love to be there and support. So goal number one, also with Berta, to support her as much as possible, because she is a wonderful composer and a leader. And I think I found my place there in her music, and we both work on it, and we get great results. So of course we want to expand that side of our creativity, and go as what Berta said, to reach as many people as possible, and travel as much as possible, and play for bigger audiences. That's always like, you are an artist because you want to share that with someone, with as many people as possible. So that's what we want to do.
Got it. Very good. I love that answer because it's very real, and it's, I think, exactly how you should be thinking about it. So I think you have, one or two numbers left? Two numbers left?
Yeah, two numbers left.
Why don't we try to fit them both in? So what would
Yes.
you like to play next?
We are going to play Dance,
Dance, yeah.
which is for the last album. Okay, because it's one of the things that I did the most in Kenya, dancing. So that's for all my little kids dancers.
Yay, let's do.
So good, so good, so good, so good. Amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. So good. I'm gonna I know we want to fit in one more song, so I'm gonna speak quickly. That was amazing. Don't let my brevity not make you think it was amazing. That was so amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to say thanks everyone for watching. We do have a word of the day winner, a new word of the day winner. Claudia, I'm sorry, but Ban Banerjee has now taken over as the word of the day winner. There you go, Ban Banerjee. Claudia, Maxime, join me in congratulating Ban Banerjee. He now is the recipient of the puppy trophy, so congratulations.
Oh.
Yeah, see? Bird is applauding you, Ban. Great job.
Yeah. Bravo.
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 I also want to thank the incredible engineering team here. That's, of course, not Oreo and Maui. I want to thank Oreo and Maui for letting us use their studio today. And they're an incredible team that work together. Let's put their website, Oreo and Maui's website, up on the screen. Info, there goes soundworksrecording.com. Oreo and Maui, they mix and master records. They're really incredible. And if you want to work with Oreo and Maui, send a message to them and they will get back to you very quickly. They will also, if you want, if you mention one of the two owners' names, Sandra Camilo, they will give you a discount. Oreo and Maui will give you a discount on their projects. And if you just want to schedule time to sit and pet Sandra and Camilo, you can do that too. So our thanks for Oreo and Maui for allowing Berta and Maxine to be in the studio.
Thank you.
And incredible team. Thank you, Oreo and Maui, for your incredible services. We love working with you every single day. All right, so I think that's it. We have one more song. By the way, everyone watch tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. We have a great show lined up for you. Keep it here. And why don't you, let's try to fit in your last song.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try some vocals. Sorry everybody, but we don't have a singer now, so I'm gonna do my best. This one is called Africa, and I wrote the lyrics in Swahili. So I'm very happy about sharing this with you, and I hope everything goes good and you like it.
I don't know how it goes.
Yeah,
but-
it's okay. I think they could hear me like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4.
Ikiwa unapenda Afrika, Afrika itakupenda.
Ikiwa unapenda Afrika, Afrika itakupenda.
Ikiwa unapenda Afrika, Afrika itakupenda.
Afrika utapata tumaini, Afrika utapata tumaini. Afrika ni bara la tabasamu ya kweli, Afrika ni bara la tabasamu ya kweli. Afrika utapata tumaini, Afrika utapata tumaini. Afrika ni bara la tabasamu, Afrika ni bara
Yeah. Sounds awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Berta,
Thank you.
Maxime. You guys are incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. We love your music. Good luck with everything you got going on.
Thank you.
And you're always welcome here. You're really making things at the highest level always. Peace and
Oh,
love.
thank you.
Thanks.
I also want to thank, of course, Sandra and Camilo, and especially Oreo and Maui for looking after Sandra and Camilo. And tune in tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern, in the great Julia Vari down in Florida. A little piano jazz action. All right. See you tomorrow, everyone. If you can,